Welcome to MPC77 News, bringing glory to God with upcoming events and the good news of the gospel.
A Roman cross. Yeah, Jesus died on that. See, I don't care what you believe, just read history. It's a historical fact. So the question we have to ask is, what will you do with this man of misery? 6 hours on a piece of wood, it somehow completely changed history? But see, we've pimped Jesus out. We've made a sacrifice foolery, like, oh, I'll just go to church on Easter and make the cross nice jewelry. But see, the cross wasn't a symbol of faith, it was a symbol of death. I mean, imagine if someone had an electric chair hanging around their neck. So the question we have to ask is, what was different about the man that day that could take something that kills and turn it into something that saves? See, he was unique because he was innocent. God actually became a man. Now that's different. And on the cross, he says, I'm not dying because of me, I'm dying because of you. Not just for the sins you have done, but for the ones you will do. And on the cross, God treated Jesus like he was us, poured out his wrath on the Son so that he might show that he's just. See, and he took our filth and he took our sin, and the beauty is when you trust in Jesus, you're included in him. But first, walk with me what it must have been like that night when the Son of God looked like he lost the fight. No heartbeat, no breathing, no sign of life. Jesus tasted death, and it didn't feel right. Have you ever let that sink in, that Jesus died? No, really, Jesus actually died. 3 days in the tomb, lifeless, laid his remains, like the king had given up his crown, like he'd given up his reins. But all of a sudden comes Sunday, something started to change. From the grave you heard a thump, and blood started pumping in his veins. Heart beating, blood pulsing. Instantly Satan felt his power break because the Son of God was dead. Now the Son of God is awake. And every breath that he took was another punch to Satan's face, showing we are not under our sin, but we are under grace. So rejoice with me, because when he went to the grave, you did too. And when he rose from the grave, your life became new. He says, my job is finished, let your new life begin. You can actually have freedom. Stop wallowing in your sin. See, the chains have been broken, the stone's been rolled away. God doesn't love a future you. He actually loves you today. So you're clean, you're spotless. The curse has been squashed. That's all baptism is just showing you've been washed. So rejoice with me, because we are not awaiting the verdict. He's already said not guilty, and the resurrection proves he assured it. Because our whole life we feasted on sin and we couldn't pay the tab. Jesus walks over to our bill and says, I'll take care of that. So stop trying to pay your own debt. In fact, God doesn't even expect it. Because the cross shows payment given, resurrection shows payment accepted. And instantly we were perfectly spotless when we were spiritual whores. Because when he walked out of the grave, he left our sin on the floor. And he turned around and looked at where his body lay and says, sin? See, that's where you're gonna stay. So church, walk in freedom because you are free. The resurrection is just a stamp saying it's a guarantee, a royal decree proclaiming we're children of the King. So even when your mouth can't, let your life always sing.
Stay up to date by visiting www.miracleplacechurch.org.